Oh, hello.
Hello, Bronya. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm amazing. I've sat
Well,
here.
I know that, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've just had 8 inches cut off my hair.
That's nuts. I mean, I know it got long, but it's still long.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is nuts.
It's down to my nips now. And not down to my bottom. No.
Oh, well, the reason we excuse me, the reason we started by giggling, was that we are recording this on video, and I've just done a Fancy Pants new intro, and I was just testing it, and that's why we were chuckling. So if you want to, you can go and watch this on YouTube and see us chuckling and see our Fancy Pants new intro that we've done.
Yeah, and my new haircut.
And Sammy's new haircut, indeed. Yes, it's looking, and it's all curly. I don't have to see with curls.
That's why it took us so long. I'm like, she says, I curl it for you. I shouldn't do voices. I'll curl it for you, she said.
Where is she from? France, Germany, Italy?
Bulgaria.
Oh, I'm not saying that you're.
Yeah, my accent was pants.
But
yeah.
Okay. Right. So what are we talking about today?
Wow.
Oh, also, can you just, as we're on video, my new studio?
Yeah. Look how posh you are.
My new studio.
It's beautiful. I'm very jealous.
Oh, it's my happy place. I'm just going to dim the lights a little bit.
You've got a dimmer in there as well.
I know, nuts, nuts. But yeah, I'm very, very, very happy here.
I'm very happy. I'm happy for you too.
Right. Okay. What are we talking about?
So we're talking about social media and social media.
We're rubbish.
Yes, we're rubbish. Me especially. You're much better than I am. And we're going to be talking about what we've done this month and what we're going to do next month, so that we can tell all of our lovely viewers the month after what we've achieved.
Yes. If we've achieved anything, I hope we have.
We will have. We're definitely going to have. So we've chosen December because we're numpties, and it's a busy month to be kind of checking out your social media, whereas January is going to be a bit quieter, hopefully, and we'll be able to work harder.
You think?
Yes. So what I want to achieve, okay, these are my goals for.
Oh, you've got goals. Okay.
Yeah, for this experiment that we're going to be doing.
Right. Okay.
Is I want to increase my reach. I guess your reach as well. So these are all things I guess that you're going to be wanting to get. I want to gain new followers who are going to be like, wow, Sammy's and Bronya's stuff is amazing. I increase my audience engagement.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite important. Yeah. And drive website traffic.
I was going to say, so increasing followers sounds great.
Yeah.
What followers do you want to increase?
Well, I want to generate quality leads.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was like we rehearsed it or something.
Nice, leader.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because I've got here about you should set goals, because then you've got something to work to. And we are actually going to do a whole episode on goal setting on the 1st of January, aren't we?
Yes.
But yeah, so setting goals for your social media, because then it gives you something to work to all the time. But your goals have got to, just to say, oh, I want more followers.
Yeah. You're not going to achieve that.
But also, why do you want your followers? What followers do you want? Why, who are these people? So yeah,
definitely. So, and we're going to be talking about creating a social media calendar and scheduling your posts, that sort of thing as well.
Are we?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I've written down. I wrote this like over a week ago, and I've written loads, and then I've forgotten all about it. And I sat in the hairdressers thinking I should have brought my book with me so I could refresh myself for being really efficient. I've been too efficient.
Well, I only did my planning 2 days ago, so mine is kind of still fresh.
Yeah.
In my mind. Yeah.
So
So I've got. So the first thing
I keep seeing myself flapping my arms about. I'm going to have to sit on my hands.
Talking with your hands,
Yeah.
which isn't great for an audio medium.
No.
Great for YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. We're waving. Right. So the first thing I've got is, what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to build your brand? Are you trying to sell something? Are you trying to educate? Are you trying to bring traffic to your website? Are you trying to entertain people? What is your goal of what are you trying to achieve with your social media?
Well, I would like to increase the quality of my customers. So,
Oh, I like that.
because demographically, I mean, yeah, I get lots of weddings and stuff like that. But I think 2024 is looking like quite a bad year for
Yeah, I've
weddings.
heard it's not a great year for, yeah.
Yeah. 20, I've even had inquiries for 26.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is it
but
because people are like stuck in the cost of living
I
crisis and they're
think
going, right, we're
so.
not going to get married. We'll save a bit more
Yeah.
and we'll get
Yeah.
married later. Right. Okay.
So my average size cake is a 7, 8, and a 9.
Right. Okay.
And I get the same customers, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas I think I would like to increase my reach so that I can get people who want sculpted cakes, maybe,
Yeah.
or more exciting cakes.
So what you're doing is that you're actually going right the way back to one of the very, very, very first episodes we ever did, is you are re-looking at your ideal client.
Yeah.
And you are trying to get to your ideal client. And also it sounds like you're changing your niche a little bit from your wedding-y stuff to
Well,
sculpted.
if I'm gonna have a quiet year because I haven't got as many weddings as I want,
Yeah.
unless they're all last minute weddings, I'm
Which you
gonna
don't
have to. Pardon?
which you don't want. Last
No,
minute weddings. Because no one can run a business on last minute.
no, it's just too stressful. And so I want to make sure that I'm still getting the work in, because I don't want
Yeah.
to have to chuck my towel in
Yeah.
after I've got this far. So
So
yeah,
you're looking at what niche you're going to be in,
yeah,
which will be so
and
going back and looking at old cakes,
stuff,
sculpted cakes that
yeah.
you've done.
Or maybe do some dummy
Yeah.
cakes as well, because as everyone probably knows, I really don't like social media.
Do you
I
not?
No, I probably don't have that reach.
Yeah.
People don't go, "Oh yes, Sammy does that,"
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I don't put it online.
Yeah.
And I've got it on my Google Hub. All my photos come up, and I go, "Oh, did
Because you do
I make
tend,
that cake?"
yeah. Is that one of mine? Wow.
Wow.
Extraordinary. And you've always been the one, even way back when at the shop, you were always the one that did all the sculpted cakes. You were the ones that did
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
fancy structured cakes.
Yeah. And if I just, got off my bottom and got off Instagram
Yeah.
stop looking at Instagram
And actually post it.
and actually post on it.
Yeah.
So that is what I want
So
to
you
achieve.
are looking to get to your new ideal client, which are the ones that want the structured cakes.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to do a little bit of ideal client work, like who are they, all the stuff that goes around that, so where do they live, what are they looking for, what's their demographic, all that kind of stuff, and then you know who you're talking to.
Yeah, that's right. And what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And put on my Google, or because my main places that I work on are Google, which is where I get a lot of work from,
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you actually post on? Sorry, well, I know we'll talk about this in a minute, but do you actually post on Facebook, or do you let it cross post from Instagram?
Because of all the previous work we've done on podcasts, I know that you need to kind of make them a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I tend to. Well, I'm going to talk about this now.
Go on then.
So there's so when we first started talking about doing this whole experiment, I looked into lots of apps and stuff to make my life easier because I hate social media. And yeah, I
don't believe that you hate it.
I don't believe it. I typed in best social media marketing platform type thing.
Yeah.
And there are lots out there. So I'm not saying just choose this one, but this one appealed to me because the write-ups on it were for it's an easy platform for people who aren't technically minded, who want it easier. And I have used it a little bit this month. So I have actually posted more this month.
You have. I've seen in the last month, you have definitely posted more.
And that's because I've been using, the app is called Buffer.
Right.
And you can choose, you can put on it, you get 3 for free, which is what I've chosen because I just use Google, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
But if you go for the paid option, you can add say you might have TikTok or Snapchat or LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Well.
See, because what I do is or what I plan to do.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, I do Instagram and cross post to Facebook. But what I want to do is I want to do Instagram and Pinterest. And I'll talk about that in a minute why. But I want to do Instagram and Pinterest. And I will, because I think, and then I will cross post to Facebook. And then I will maybe recycle some stuff to TikTok. Because I find that if you do too much, so if you have like all of them, like LinkedIn, TikTok, all of them, it's just so overwhelming. It's like, I'm not a social media manager, I'm a cake maker.
Yeah, that's right.
But you have to kind of choose your platforms according to your ideal client and where they're hanging out and what they're looking for.
Feel you have to do every single one because it's just too hard, isn't it? Yeah. And it's like in the back of your head, I haven't done this, I haven't done that.
I haven't done that. And it's like, so choose the ones that you know where your ideal client are looking. So and I mean, let's face it, any cake maker, if you're not posting to Google, you are missing a trick right now. Because that's where everyone goes. They don't find their cake makers on Facebook or TikTok.
No.
They see cake makers on Facebook and TikTok, but they find their cake makers by Googling.
Yeah. And they're, because my phone number's on there, I get a lot of calls.
Hello, so you know that's where they're coming from.
I got your number from Google.
Yeah. So tell but a lot of people probably thinking, but how do you post? How do you post on Google? Because that it's not like posting on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
Post. So tell me, how do you do that?
So previously, I would be like, I don't know how to do this, and I think I'd write a post, but then I'd just put a picture up. so
pretty big.
Yeah, so since getting Buffer, you can write your thing, your post, your thing. You can write your post on Buffer. You can select the photo you want to it, and then you can say to Buffer, post to Google, post to da-da, post to da-da.
So it posts because I post to Google, but I do it through Google Business.
Yeah, see, when I was doing it like that, I was just getting it wrong.
Okay.
And all I was putting up was pictures. But people want to see the writing, and plus Google likes. Yeah. If you're putting a picture up,
it likes keywords.
Yeah, if you say 3-tier wedding cake with 5,000 bunnies on it, then someone who's going to look for a 3-tier wedding
cake. Who's looking for a bunny wedding cake, that will come up. Because Google can't see pictures. Google physically can't see pictures. It actually has to have keywords.
Yeah.
And something else I would recommend is that if you are a cake maker and you're in a local area, always write your local area.
Yeah.
So for me, I always write Hampshire or Surrey or something like up to Hampshire. So Epsom or Surrey. Always write your area.
Yeah. So I get a lot of the monthly. They send you the monthly Google thing, and it tells you what hashtags people are using. And
Okay.
for me, it's Southampton Baker or
Yeah.
Baker near me.
Yeah. So make sure you put that on all your pictures,
Yeah.
because when people are then Googling it or even searching for it on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, they will
It'll
pick
come
that
up.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't just write
Yeah.
3-tier wedding cake with lots of bunnies. Write something, write a caption,
Yeah.
write it to sound
And
like
yeah,
a real human.
Google likes that. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a massive thing,
No.
but and you can personalize it because
Yeah. Yeah. Because that starts to
yeah.
be you then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, use your words. Don't be
Yeah.
scared to use your words, because
No.
that's what holds me up. I'll go to write a post and I think, oh, so and so writes it like with flowery bits and little big
Just
words. Well, that's not me.
no.
I'm more fluffy and my cake's amazing. Oh, I loved making this cake. Oh, I did this venue was beautiful. Oh my God,
Yeah.
So that's how I do it. And
Yeah.
people who read that, and then when they phone me up, they're
They
getting
know
what
who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They know
right.
who you are on the end of the phone. Definitely.
Yeah.
So my goals, because I still do make cakes, but I don't make many cakes. So I will still continue to post. I've got 3 Instagram accounts. So I've got one that's for
Yeah.
my cakes. I've got one which is my main one, which is for my blog, and then we've got the business of cake making.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm forever tagging the wrong one. I think, I'll tag that one now. I'll tag that one.
Pick an account. Just pick an
Yeah.
account. So my goals are, because for various reasons, I changed the domain for my website. So I've had my website for 13, 14, possibly 15 years, which was
Wow.
daisycakecompany.co.uk.
Yeah.
And for reasons, in order to grow my blog and to grow the reach of the business of cake making and the blog and everything that we do, I needed to have a .com, because American Google doesn't show .co.uk's. So after all these years, I've had to
That's
change.
very interesting to know, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I was at something like 24,000 views per month on the blog. So if you think that's like 800 clicks a day going onto our blog, and 80% of them were from the UK. So in order to grow that, and therefore monetize, which is the ultimate game, the ultimate goal, so we can, monetize all of this. In order to get to America, we need to do .com. So I last month changed the domain from daisycakecompany.co.uk to daisycakeandco.com.
And has it made a difference?
It's wiped out all of our traffic. All of the traffic, which I knew was going to happen. So I've gone from like 800 views a day to 180 to 150 to 180.
Oh.
And it's because Google's trying to find us again. It's having to find us and recrawl it and all the rest of it. So what I need to do now is I need to actually help Google do all that by doing Google posts, by doing Instagram, Facebook, and bringing people to our blog, and Google
so
will see that.
Us doing this experiment is probably the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why I want to do Pinterest as well, because people go to Pinterest for things like recipes, advice. If that's what Pinterest is, like another search engine for things like that. So that's why I'm going to do Instagram and Pinterest, because my goal is to get people come into the business of cake making and the Daisy Cake Company blog in order to grow that.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
That's very good.
Yeah, because I'm really disappointed that I got to 24,000 clicks a month, and now I'm like 2.
Tomorrow, but it's going to change.
3 maybe, on a good day.
So, what sort of things? Oh, actually, I want to talk about what I've written over here.
Okay.
So,
I've only got 1 page. You have so many more pages than me.
I have got big writing now. So we're going to do this thing where we're going to do like my 3 are Google, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to tailor your content for each platform.
Yes, because they all see things differently. I mean, I know from personal experience, I've had like a reel that I did last year. I did a TikTok, and the TikTok got 1.4 million views. It's my biggest ever TikTok. Blew my tiny little mind. 1.4 million views. I put it on Instagram. So it didn't do very well at all. So even though you think that a reel and a TikTok is about the same, they're not at all. You have to kind of play the Instagram algorithm game.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the good thing for me about Buffer, is that you can do the same post and just go click, click, click and change it for each one. And then schedule it to post, and it does doing it all for you.
I used to use an app called Later, and that did the same. You could so you made the post and then you tailored all like the sizing and all that. But Later, their free version, God, you used to be able to do something. Yeah, you used to be able to do something like 30 posts a month, and then it went down to like 5. And I'm like,
I wonder if that will affect Buffer. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it was really good. The free version was really good, and it kind of sucked everyone into using it. And then they went, aha, no, you've had a good thing. Now we're going to take that away from you and charge you. But yeah, that was the same. And I really enjoyed using Later. And that was when I was at my best at posting, was when I used it. Because I used to like schedule everything and batch everything and schedule it, which was really good.
Well, that's what I'm going to be planning on doing, is so I'm always willy-nilly. I do a bit here and a bit there, and I haven't done it. I'm going to spend a day once a month, which is what we've always said on previous podcasts. I'm going to spend a whole day. I'm going to mark it out in my calendar. I've bought a diary, and I'm going to just on that day spend the entire day scheduling posts.
Right. So you're going to batch create it all and schedule it, get it all out there.
So what I should be doing is creating a calendar. So and like using I've been writing things down. I've got my clipboard downstairs, and I've been writing things because I'm also very guilty of going, I don't know what to post about. Oh my God. And the more you think about it, the less ideas come up. So I've been writing down like I'm recommended supplier for Chesil House in Winchester and other places as well. Sustainable Wedding Alliance, things that somebody's mentioned to me in passing, and I've thought, I'll talk about that. So I'm going to use all of this content that I've been writing down in one place so that I know where it is. And then I'm going to plan that into my calendar. And there are also loads like what's Katie's club called? The Business Club.
Cake Business Club.
So she was doing a promotion, which I think I've missed, where you could buy for £10 2 months worth of
content.
Which I think I've missed. Which
but there are other things. So like every March there is Meet the Maker. And this happens every year, Meet the Maker. And that's by Joanne Hawker. And she does that Meet the Maker March. And it's a month's worth of prompts. But you don't have to do it in March. You could go back and do 2019's one and do it now.
You know? And all of this stuff, there's so much out there that people are giving you. Just take it.
We've got on our website, we've got a free content prompt thing as well. And it's got things like national and international days, like National Cream Tea Day and International Cupcake Day. So go to daisycakeandco.com, got to remember the right one, and click on free stuff. And there is a social media planner prompt thing in there that we are giving you.
And another tip, we should do a free one for this one as well. I'm saying you should do it because I know I won't. Is hashtags. Because I got one from Taste to Make when I did the course. She just handed it out to us, and I've put it in my folder And the other day it was open on that page while I was posting, and I used that hashtag.
See, I used to have on Trello. Oh God, I've got a real frog in my throat today. Or is it a toad? I don't know. I used to have on Trello, depending on what I was posting. So I don't know if you go back and listen to previous episodes, we've talked about pillars and all that. So you have different pillars, which are the things that you want to post about. So wedding cakes, sculpted cakes, recipes, whatever your pillars are. And I used to have a list on Trello for each of my pillars, and then lists of hashtags that I went through one day, and I just did all these hashtags. And then every time I posted, I checked what pillar it was or what it was in reference to, and I picked out 10 hashtags. And then the next time I'd pick out the next 10. So you don't repeat the same hashtags over and over and over again.
Yeah, because Instagram doesn't like it if you just copy and paste the same ones each time.
So if you have a list of, say, 20 to 30 hashtags for each thing that you post about, then you can just copy and paste that, put that onto your post. And you've got them, you're not having to rethink them every single time.
No.
And it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It really does make a difference.
Another thing that makes a difference, which I'm going to be doing next month, I have been doing it a little bit this month. I'm going to engage with my audience.
Yes, massive thing.
Yeah,
massive.
I mean, if you follow cake makers, which I do, comment on their posts, because not only is it good for your Instagram,
it's good for them.
It's good for them as well.
As soon as someone comments or saves or shares to their, you see your engagement, your reach going up and up and up and up.
Yeah. So that is something I'm going to be doing.
And also, if you go on,
sorry, if you comment on someone you admire, and they comment back, oh my God, you have such a good day.
Do you know what? There's a bloke, I can't remember what it's called. Christopher, someone he's called, and he does like backing singing with his sister, and they pretend they're backing singers. And I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's like two of them.
No.
They have microphones without them.
Yeah.
And they do like the backing singing bit, and they're like doing all the dancing and everything.
Yeah.
And the other day they did a Kylie Minogue one, and Kylie Minogue herself did it and did like a green screen and joined them.
Oh my God.
And you can imagine, so this guy, so go to Kylie Minogue and look up the backing singer one, and you can find him through it. It's called Christopher. But his engagement has just gone whoof because she's picked that up. Yeah. And he was like, "Oh my God, you are my queen," and all this. You can imagine. But that's what it does. Even on a smaller scale, as soon as you comment on someone, it increases their reach, because Instagram see that someone's engaging with you, and then you then engage back. And
because there's also that ghosting thing. So if someone comments on you, or you just love heart everything,
it's not the same.
It's not.
You need to talk to them. So I read something the other day that did say, don't just share, engage.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Don't just share, engage. And it's true. And I know that TikTok that went viral is because people kept commenting, and the more comments I got, the more it got shown to people.
Yeah. I love it when you see, I do like reading comments. I love it when you see that head straight to comments, because you know that the only reason
I'm only here for the comments.
Yeah.
So another thing that I would say is, when you're setting goals, if you're setting to do, I don't know, say you say, right, I'm going to do 2 reels and 3 posts or whatever a week or a month, make it achievable, because otherwise,
you're going to fail at that. It's like, I'm going on a diet on the 1st of January, and by 2:30, you're eating cake.
And because actually saying that, because I used to be a Weight Watchers coach, as some people may know.
And 1st of January is one of your busiest days.
Do you know what? January was the best month in the world. We used to make so much money in January.
Yeah.
By January, probably about 25% of those people were still coming.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
don't
right.
make your goals complete, or make your scheduling.
Achievable.
Yeah, make the scheduling and the content, and
Mm,
even if it's all about consistency. So even if you do just 2 posts a week, be
mm,
consistent with 2 posts a week. Don't go, I'm going to do 6 posts a week and then do
mm.
1 and then do another 3 and then not do any because it's all too
Yeah,
overwhelming. It's all just got
yeah.
too much.
I'm going to
So
use
yeah.
percentages here.
Oh.
Use the 70-20-10 rule of thumb.
Oh, and what is that?
70% informational posts
Right.
that help your followers know what you do.
Right.
20% emotional content.
Emotional.
You're going to connect with your audience.
Right.
Oh, I cut my thumb today, or oh, the front of my cake fell off, or
Okay. Yeah. I
yeah,
get it. Right. Yeah.
yeah, and 10% promotional content to directly promote your work, products, and services.
Yeah. And don't be scared of selling.
Mm,
Don't, it's not icky. It's not nasty.
no,
Actually say, if you want to buy from me, message me
yeah.
or message me about the price. Do you know what I mean? Actually sell stuff, you know?
Mm, mm.
Because it's
Yeah,
a
it
bit
does
like,
make it. Hi, I make cakes,
yeah.
and you can buy them from me.
Yeah, just actually get out there and sell it.
Yeah,
Definitely sell it. Because yeah, otherwise,
yeah,
what's the point, really?
yeah.
You know,
And
that's why we're here.
I was going to say something then. Oh, it's just gone straight out of my head. It was something to do with Instagram.
Oh, can I just say something about Instagram?
Yeah.
Something I have learned on Instagram. So if you put a post up, not a reel, but a post,
Uh-huh.
that is for your existing followers, right?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that scroll your
Sorry.
feed. Keeping you up.
Massive yawn. Been up
So,
since 6.
oh my life. So if you do a reel, reels are put out to people that will
That's
gain you
really
followers.
interesting. I
Because
didn't
if you
know
think
that.
when you're scrolling, you get
Yeah.
shown lots and lots of new people, and then you go,
Yeah.
oh, follow. And then you go, oh, I never see them again. And that's
Yeah.
because you need to then scroll through your news feed to see the people that you get posts from. And then stories are for the people that engage with you. And they're the ones I like, stories, because they're the ones you
I
get
do,
engagement
yeah.
from.
I did a
But
live this week.
I know.
First time ever. Well, I've done
Go
a
and
live
check
with
out a
you.
live. Well, yeah. But yeah, your first
Not on
lone
my own.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and check out Sammy's live. So what is your Instagram handle so everyone can check?
It's Daisy Kate Hampshire.
Who are you?
Who is she?
Who is she? Who is she?
Who is she? I'm going in to have a look just to make sure. It's Daisy Cake Hampshire.
There you go. Go and check out Daisy Cake Hampshire and you will see Sammy who did a live. She put
You can
big
see
girl pants on.
Look at my face. Oh, hang on. Oh, you can't see it.
No,
I look like
sorry.
this.
But yeah, so stories are for the people that already engage with you, and if you want to encourage engagement, reels are for getting new followers, and posts are the ones that are seen by the people that are already following you because they go to their newsfeed.
Yeah,
which I thought was quite interesting.
So you can also schedule your post to go live during your peak engagement times.
Yes,
which is different on each platform.
it is.
But you can look at your insights for each platform and it will tell you.
And why do that? Why not just go at 9 o'clock, I'm going to post this, and off it goes?
Because if your peak engagement is at 5 o'clock, when everyone gets home and they're having their cup of tea, nobody's going to see your engagement, because your post, because 100 other people will have posted after you, and yours will go to the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, and also if you get quick engagement, so for example TikTok, right? So if you put, and actually I think reels to a certain extent, if you put something up, you'll get initial, like a block of views, and then it falls off. And if it's your peak engagement time and people start engaging with your then it will continue to push your posts out. Whereas if people aren't engaging because that's not their time to engage, it will just fall flat. After an hour, Instagram will go, no, I'm not bothering with this anymore. No one's watching it. No one's talking about it. No one's looking at it. What's the point in me pushing this out? So always go for the time that people like your stuff.
And so on Instagram, I've actually learned how to do this week.
Right.
So I'll be using it next month.
Okay.
I hope. No, I will. So on Instagram, it'll go, you can promote your videos using this trend, and you can push on it, and it does it for you. So you're on that trend. You put in your videos. It's done. I've actually used it on a couple of my videos.
And have you got good engage? Have you got good reach on those videos?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't been looked for about 2 weeks.
Templates as well. If you're scrolling and you see someone that's done something,
you can save those.
Yeah, and you can use the template and then just drop your pictures and your videos into their template. So a lot of this, the work's half done for you a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely. So that's all I've got to say, really. So I'm going to be instigating all of this stuff for January.
I would like to say something about scheduling, though.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So, a cautionary tale on scheduling.
Do you want me to play some music? A cautionary tale.
So, like I said, I used to use Later, and I used to do all my scheduling, and it was back in March. It was. I thought
you were going to say latex. Then I used to use latex.
I used to use a lot of latex in my outfits.
Yeah, Karen, sorry. So
it was a March a few years ago, and it was Meet the Maker by Joanne Hawker, and I scheduled the whole month, the whole lot. I was on it. I had gone through every single prompt, and I'd done all the pictures, all the scheduling, all the captions, and then halfway through, we were put into lockdown. But my posts just carried on going like nothing had happened. So if the world suddenly explodes, remember to go and stop your schedules, because it looks like you don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it was about a week later, I was like, oh my God, all my posts are going out. And it's just,
I don't think you were the only one that did that. I think McDonald's or Starbucks did something similar.
Oh, that's all right then. As long as it's not little old me, that's fine.
Yeah.
But so if something does happen, just stop your schedule or revisit your schedule that you've got and think, is this appropriate?
Yeah, because you can always tweak it as well. Or if you think, oh, I'm going to add this one this week. I've done this now, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let me see what I've got written down on here. I think I've done most stuff. So my goal, so let's just reiterate our goals and our platforms and what we're hoping to achieve. My goal is I want to increase clicks onto the website and listeners onto the business of cake making. That's
what are my goals. Did you write my goals down? Because I've written them down, but it's on my old book. Oh, here we go.
Right, so they're my goals, is to increase listeners ultimately onto the business of cake making, so therefore increase reach and engagement on the business of cake making, and also with Daisy Cake Co., which I think is my blog one, to increase engagement and hits on the website via that as well.
Sorry, I'm yawning again. You're not boring me. Sorry, I've had a long.
This was your topic, love.
So, I'm not sure that I might have over zested my.
We'll be doing a whole episode on goals soon, so we'll find out.
Yeah. So I have said, though I might tweak it.
Right.
3 posts a week on Insta, Facebook, and Google.
Wow.
2 reels a week. Well, I don't know if and two stories. I think I can do the 2 stories.
Oh, stories, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. Easy.
That's my
right. And so you're going to be using Instagram,
Facebook, and Google.
I'm going to be using Instagram and Pinterest. I'm going to cross post to Facebook, and I'm going to recycle on TikTok, even though it probably won't do very much. What did I write a goal? Hold on. Yes, look. I said I was. Oh, see, yeah. You.
But I found these results on search.
Sorry, Google's just chatting to me because I said her name.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do 2 reels and 3 stories, but I'm going to do 2 different accounts. So I'm going to do 4 reels and 6 stories.
Oh,
so I'm going to do
bloody
2
hell.
reels on each account,
Yeah.
3 stories on each account. And maybe post every so often. I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm going to use mainly Buffer, I think, as my platform. And then maybe later on in the year, we could do another one of these and I could use another platform. But I think it's working for me at the moment. And as I'm so lazy or naive.
No, you're just busy. You're just busy, love.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the one for me.
Yeah. I do have a plan. I have a plan. I was talking.
I have a plan.
I have a plan. I do have a plan of a series. I'm going to do a series. So there is a series coming from me about. Well, we kind of started one with storage hints and tips recently, but I'm going to expand that on general hints and tips. So there is that's my plan. That's my goal, is to get that going. And I think that will encourage engagement. So come back in a couple of months.
Yeah.
See how we get on. We'll tell you our insights now and our insights then. And
it's exciting,
we'll see how we get
isn't
on.
it?
Yeah, until January the 1st comes, we get bored of this now.
Well, hopefully I won't have a hangover on January the 1st, and that can be my scheduling day.
Yeah, like hell.
Yeah. I've already got bloody orders for that first week.
No.
Yeah.
I had an inquiry for the 30th of December.
I shouldn't moan though, because this is my livelihood.
But yeah, even so.
Oh yeah, I've got one on the 30th.
Yeah.
And I've got one. I've been doing this lady's cake every Christmas now, but it seems like ages. She's just got. I went to her. She sent me an email saying, "Can I book a cake for the 25th?" But she always collects on the 24th. And I went, and she sent me an email, never replied to my reply. I was like, "Oh, should I get back to her?" So I did. And she went, "I'm so sorry. I'm just waiting for my son to decide. So yes, please." So yeah. So my last cake's on the 24th. I've got a big 3-tier on the 23rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not hosting Christmas this year, are you?
No, going to my sister's. Ho, ho, ho. But I am going to be watching EastEnders.
Right. Just put this in context. I have had a whole conversation with Sammy about this. I don't watch EastEnders, but I know to watch it on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
and she's told me why. She's told me every single plot line that goes to it as well.
Oh, do you know what? But one of the plot lines I told you I got wrong. Yeah.
So I'll be sat there watching and going, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Sammy told me wrong.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, come back in a couple of months and we'll see.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this because, you know, this will benefit us and benefit our listeners.
It will benefit us, and we can tell you how we found it, if we found it overwhelming, if we did a bit more extra, what we found easy, what we found hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. And if you have any hints and tips, please send them to us. Because we might need them.
Yeah. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Yeah, because that's engagement for a podcast. That's the sort of engagement we need for a podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
Should we do it?
Should do it. Oh, I should have done a little video for this next time.
Okay.
Next time.
I've got mine here with me. I used it today, but I haven't researched it.
Oh,
do you know what? I think I might have done this one before, but heck.
Hey,
what the heck? So, product of the week. So my product of the week is the good old turtle mold.
You've never done that. I've never seen that in my life.
So I bought this when I worked at in the shop.
Because
don't know
we
what-
did a wedding
It's a-
cake
yeah,
with
and I
silver
used this-
turtles on top.
Yeah. So I've had this mold for years, and
Yes.
I have used it so much.
Really,
I
What's
love
it?
it.
Right, so I remember that cake. It was a teal and
Yes.
silver cake,
Yeah.
and we
And they
managed
loved it.
yeah, and we matched the teal icing to the ribbon exactly, and
Yeah.
it had two little turtles on top, one with a veil and one with a top hat.
Yeah. And
That's so cute.
I use this mold. So it's
Where did it
it's
come
about-
from?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I really couldn't tell you where I got this.
Wow, it's
but
a big chunky mold, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's the size of my palm.
Wow.
So it's like a I was going to say pterodactyl. What are those little terrapin?
Terrapin.
You know, you see this
It
terrapin.
is. It's like the exact size of a terrapin.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got one and they stuck it in a. No,
Oh,
stop, Bronya.
no. But the good thing about this mold is you don't have to do a turtle that big. So today I did 15 cupcake turtle toppers. God, that's a
Right.
bit of a tongue twister.
And
And I made the shell into like a ball about the size of that big.
what's that? 50p?
Yeah,
Yeah.
50p. And I pushed it down into the center of the mold, so it had the shell indentation.
Oh.
And then I made my sized head and my sized
Yeah.
tail, but I used the little feet, and they were perfect. And they
So
were
what you're
really
saying
cute.
is that use your molds, adapt your molds for your
Yeah.
uses.
And I've used it for tortoise. I've used it for loads of stuff. I
Wow.
really rate this
Oh,
mold.
I like the fact that you've utilised it in different ways. I think that's
Yeah.
good.
And when I
Can I-
went through all my molds when I moved and changed
Yeah.
everything around, I got rid of lots that I didn't use.
Yeah.
But this was one I thought,
Kept
yeah, I'm keeping that one, and I have used it a lot.
Can I tell you a tortoise story?
Yes.
So in Langley Vale, which is like a little village just outside Epsom, regularly on the Facebook page we've just found a tortoise wandering through our garden. Lots of different people, right? There is a tortoise somewhere in Langley Vale that escapes on a regular basis.
Wow.
And all these people keep finding him, and then they go, oh yeah, that's such and such is from down the road. I think there's 2 or 3 actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're quite regularly. You get on the Facebook page, just found a tortoise. Does it belong to anyone?
Remember when our ferrets used to escape all the time? Same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
seen a
this one.
ferret. But it happens a lot. There's always ferret posts.
Isn't that
I'd love a tortoise. There was a woman on there who's had I saw on Instagram. She had her tortoise for 70 years. She bought it when
Wow.
she was 10, and she told us how she cleans it, looks after it.
Wow. Because
It
they
was-
live for hundreds of years, or over 100 years, don't they?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
uncle and aunt used to have one, and I don't know what happened when they passed away.
Mm.
But he used to wander around and cut the grass for them. He used to wander around the garden and eat the grass. It was
Yeah.
so sweet. Anyway, right. Sorry, back to products. This is a cake making show after all, apparently. Right, I am going for. We both bought these at Cake International. Scrumptious.
Oh yeah. I've
Thank you.
used mine loads.
Right. So, but why I'm going for these ones? So we bought. They're doing like little packets, like 25, 30 gram packets, and they were selling them there for 8 for a tenner.
Yeah, something like that.
But if you go on to scrumptious.net.uk, no, hold on, might need to put my glasses on for this because I can't read it because it's little. Yeah, www.scrumptious.uk.net. Okay, go on there and type in either medley or pearl mix, or medley or mix, and you get all these different mixes coming up, and you can buy like 25 30 gram packets, which are what these are, and they're meant to be enough for like one
I like the fact that you're not getting a massive bag that you're just going to
Yes.
hang around for ages.
Exactly. And you get like, they say they're enough for one cake or one batch. Well, I still think that's still quite a bit for one cake or one batch. But I had sprinkles the other day and I opened them and they smelt musty.
Ooh, nice.
And they were still in date, right? They were still in date, but it's like even a 50 or 100 gram packet of sprinkles, if you've got a specific colour, you don't get through them.
No.
So
no.
I think they're little diddy packets. I think we got 8 for £10, but they're doing it for £1.50.
And I needed a specific size of this gold colour, so I got my friend Sue to sit and go. She had 3 little pots, and she had to sort them all out.
Oh dear. And I do remember we also talked to them because you wanted ones that could go through a funfetti cake.
Yeah.
For the bake stable.
Oh yeah,
and they do have bake stable ones as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
So yeah. But if you go onto their website, scrumptious.uk.net, you'll get lots of pearls and lots of shapes and things. But if you actually put in the search thing, either medley or mix, they come up with all these lovely combinations and mixes of different colours and shapes. And it's just a little packet and it's about £1.50 and it's just perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Well, on that note, I'm going to say toodle pip.
Is this the last one now?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. I think this is our last one before Christmas.
It is. I've got it written down in front of me.
Yep. So this is our last one before Christmas, and then we will be back on January the 1st.
January. But I'll round up and new goals.
So we're going to go back and listen to our goal setting one, which we did in February because we just didn't do January last year.
Because
because we were just so laid back. So we're going to go back and listen to our roundup from last year. We're going to see what goals we met, what goals we didn't meet, and we're going to talk about goal setting again, why it's important, why you should do it, and set new goals for us for 2024.
Yeah.
And that'll be on January the 1st.
Hooray, 2024.
Jeez, it's running away. Right, have a lovely Christmas, my love. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say I've got to go. I've got a wedding cake to deliver, darling.
Yes, you have got a wedding cake to deliver. Yes, look at that. Right, so have a Merry Christmas
and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and bye.